Anyway, I think that the biggest factor or red flag that I'm seeing on my end with this whole thing is that she is so steadfast in making him admit that this was an emotional affair. Why would she be so concerned with her husband having conversations with another woman when she clearly is not interested in him sexually anymore? She has already point blank stated to him that she is never interested in having sex with him again. Well, I believe it's because she actually does know how important that sex is to him. And she does have a little internal guilt for knowing that she's not doing something that she should be. He has tried many times to get her on board with this, and she has always had different excuses as to why she's not interested. But if she can get him to admit that this was an emotional affair, isn't this the ultimate excuse for her to not ever have to have sex with him again? Because she just can't get over it. And I don't blame him for not wanting to admit to doing something that he didn't do. This topic of admitting to things that you didn't do is a little bit of a sore spot for me personally, because when I was young, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there, our cat went missing for a little bit, 2, 3 days. Well, one day I open up my dresser drawer, there's the cat. And the only theory I could think of at that time was that the drawer had been opened, and, it creates that little space in the back where the cat can kind of I think the cat went down the level below of an open drawer, if that makes any sense. So I'm super excited that I found the cat. I scooped the cat up, bringing the cat out to the living room to show my parents, hey, I found the cat. And instead of getting the praise and the accolades, so they not only didn't give me my praise and accolades, my stepdad told me that if I didn't admit to putting the cat in the dresser drawer, that I was going to get spanked. So here I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Of course, I don't want to get spanked. So I had to lie about the situation. And I remember even being at that young age that I thought to myself, I am never going to admit to something that I didn't do. So even at that young age, I felt so wronged in having to do that. So I don't see any benefit of this gentleman placating to her insistence on him calling it an emotional affair, because it's not going to make it better either way. She just wants to use what happened as a weapon. Because think about it, if he calls it an emotional affair, she has that ultimate excuse to never have sex again. And if he doesn't call it an emotional affair, then she has that ultimate, well, you're not truly sorry because you can't even admit to what you did. She doesn't want to solve this problem. She wants him to suffer.